Eric, thanks so much for being here. If you're watching this later on YouTube, we're a little bit earlier today. Normally on Simulator Sundays, we start at 5 p.m. on the left coast, 8 p.m. on the right coast. And the Cowboys are playing at 5:30 tonight, or, around 5:30. So we want to get it done. So there's somebody in my chat right now. I can't see the name. It's all blurry. It's disgusting, the name that they have there right now. There's some other team that they're rooting for, apparently, on the Sunday night football. So we're just going to ignore that comment there and move along. I do believe that will show up in YouTube, that comment there, but no, Eagles, do not go. I think you're from that area, so of course that's who you'd vote for, or you'd root for. Then again, it's going to be a good game either way. Yeah, it makes sense that you're rooting for them, but I always have a nervousness, I guess, if you will, as a fan when we play the interdivisional teams, kind of like on the beer keggers when I play the Easy Lovers, or pretty much anybody got to play More Freedom or the Moose. Not the Moose. What's the Maple Syrups? That's who I was thinking of. Gets a little interesting. But so, definitely the Redskins, who are normally terrible anytime we play them, the Cowboys, there's a high probability of loss. The Giants are sometimes that way. We beat them already once, but we still have to face the Redskins, and Philadelphia is no exception. A lot of times we have problems with them. So the only reason I not a huge fan of those teams. I do like Philly, and I do like New York. I do not like the Redskins. I'm sure I'm going to get banned on YouTube now for saying that, but that's their name. They may have changed it. I liked when they changed it to the football team as a big middle finger to the NFL, or the advertisers said, we can't give you any money because of your name. So they said, fine, we'll just be the football team. Just like, haha. I loved it. So we're here in Los Angeles. LAJ is the name of the yard, to be specific. You've seen me doing a lot of Malabar, and Malabar is actually right here, just down, down the tracks. There's the tracks of LAJ here, and Malabar's like kind of intersecting. So this is what I meant when I'm saying I'm learning Los Angeles. Yeah, the commies. The industries are all intertwined in here, and there's tracks that are intersecting each other, and good fun. Good to learn these yards, and we will be. Let me go look at it. It's a BNSF train. It looks like it's going off Austin, and somebody else is taking that one. So the LA area, you have La Mirada that's down a ways here in the San Bernardino sub, according to the game. There's a link below in the comments that has the map that we're currently using for the San Bernardino sub. There's a manifest train that I brought in earlier, was trying to go by. I snatched it up and put it back in here because this is going to Malabar, but I don't have room for it yet. I gotta continue working that, but I figured I'd go to LAJ since we haven't visited that here on the stream. And this is UPJ. Well, no, I don't know if this is J River. This is UP River Yard or something like that. Right across the river. This is the concrete river, the Los Angeles River that separates Union Pacific from BNSF. And we have outbound stuff here that people had brought in over the last few days. Thank you for bringing that here. I helped them get in, and you see there's some DPUs here that are left over. We just haven't renamed them yet. LAJ is the yard that we're working today, and get to it and let's get some stuff moving along. Turn the music down just a tad bit, but it shouldn't be too loud there. Louder in my ears than it is for you guys in the recording or live. And so I have to, because I don't know where any of these really are, I'm going to have to be referring to the map. And what I'm just a little, I don't know the word for it. What's more difficult is, so I can turn the tags on the trains, as you can see here, right? So the things that I can get is the car number, and then the tag of the car where it needs to go to be serviced by the customer. However, I can't see these things and the industries on the ground at the same time. So that's a little, not frustrating, but it's a little more difficult if I keep cycling stuff. What I'm doing now is going back and forth. I was just looking for some power to grab. Got these guys right here. Well, let's start up our engines. And ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. That's what's said on the More Freedom race course every Friday, 10 a.m. on YouTube, NM Gaming. We're currently on the Mateo community server, Community Run 8 server, where we have been, where I derailed last week, which was embarrassing. Happens. It shouldn't have happened the way that I did it. That was just dumb, but it's a done deal now. We got the train after we finished the stream. We actually kind of respawned a similar train and crunched it all together, did what we were intending to do, and sent that to Barstow. So Chris, the Yardmaster Barstow's like, this 10,000 foot train with engines all over the place showed up. It's like, yep, you're welcome. Let's get in gear here, get our lights on, do all of our stuff. See, let me move this out of the way. Hello, DBS2. So how long did it take me to get used to the game? I played it single player for about 5 months before I decided to leap out and join the server. And during that time, I spent a lot of time looking at the configurations and trying to make them run, similar to real life as much as I could with the knowledge that I have. I'm not a railroader. And it took me a few months. I do have a rail driver, so that for me helps speed up the learning process of, you don't have to learn all the keys, you just have to remember all the buttons are. So that is a benefit in time. I'm currently a yard master in the Mateo community server. There's a link below if you would like to join online. If you have the game, as long as you have the base game, you can join up, and there's plenty to do. And all the subs, I'm over here in the San Bernardino sub, which is all the way to the west. Not a lot of people have it, so there's a lot more work that doesn't get done over here. I'm also a member of the Depot Plus community, so the Depot server. And then they have a separate servers for their Plus members, which doesn't cost anything, but you do need to know how to operate within the rules that they have. Same thing here for the Mateo community server. It's a lot more, I guess, relaxed environment. However, still don't want you, accidents happen. It's not as gung-ho for realism, but we do try to maintain having, the trains behave like trains and not like race cars or anything. So we do ask that we do have rules. You need to read those in the Discord. All you need to do to join this server is join the Discord, read the rules, and request permission to enter the server. I don't know why I went all the way down there. I'm so distracted when I'm live compared to when I'm not. So yeah, to get a hang of the game, get a hang is not that Train operations isn't the biggest thing. So remember what all the keys do. I think that's what takes the longest. Or you can cheat and spend some money and get a rail driver, and then everything's levers and buttons in front of you. So there's not as much to remember. But they do handle better. I played train simulators for a couple decades. So I'm familiar with train simulators in general. But this is the best for wanting to do everything other than just drive a train from point A to point B. You can do that here as well. And this is 1-for-1 on the distance. So if something is 30 miles in real life, it's going to be 30 miles here. Everything in here takes like normal time for real. Definitely, if you're looking for something to take your time away, this will do it. It's not really, the graphic settings in here don't really, so they don't really do much. You got reflections and things. Now as a streamer, I have a better than average computer. I don't even know if this touches my video card or I have a 3080 Ti, but this plays on laptop. So this game, because the graphics, they focus on the physics. If you look at the graphics, they don't look ugly, but they're only in the areas. They're not as pretty as Train Sim World or something like that, which is a larger draw on your computer. But at the same time, I mean, you look at the engines, the cars and everything that we're doing looks fine. It's more CPU dependent. And I have a pretty good CPU though too, but I don't think it's a huge draw. The game's not that big. The graphics or all the buildings and stuff are pretty basic. What's up, Quincy? There we go, distracted again. I would have blown my PCS, I'm sure. Yep, I didn't catch it in time. All right, well, I've been paying more attention. I was talking, I pushed the wrong button. I pulled the wrong valve and didn't connect the hoses, so therefore we wait now for the PCS to clear. No, don't be sorry. No. I derailed the train last week. Like I said, I'm a yard master, so yeah, I should know things better than that, but we all make mistakes, and that's what I was saying. This Mateo Community Server has been a great place to both learn and help others. That's what we're here for, is to help others kind of get through the process of learning how this works. And we definitely love helping. You just gotta not be a total, dum-dum and try to make things crashing each other and all that. It should be fine. Yeah, it depends on what kind of computer that you're running there. Shouldn't really be too hard. The SoCal populated server, I think it's called very populated. These configs are available from the depot, but once you join a server, those standard configs don't really play into anything, because the server configs will then show you what you're supposed to be seeing. All right, let's see. I didn't open that one, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, probably another PCS. So we'll just hit the F7. I don't want to air up on the... there's an air brake cheat. I try to only use it for the air hoses and the angle cocks, so I don't have to go down every single train. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing here, again, as far as I didn't plan this ahead. So let me close the engine. I'm gonna blow the air out. I need these cars bled. Shift F5, let me see. So when I do have to use a keyboard, sometimes I have to go here and look for it. Bleed air brakes is left control F7. I wish it would bleed the entire line though. instead of just one car at a time. Maybe it does. Nope, it doesn't. So we'll just do it this way. We'll bleed all the cars. I don't know if it works in the tagger. Try it this way. Left control F7. That might work. Nope, I didn't get that one. So I'm not familiar with AMD. Not since like 2099, because that's what I used to use. And then I went to Intel a couple years after that. AMD was an excellent product, is an excellent product. I just happen to choose Intel for the most part. If you have a GeForce RTX 280, that's absolutely fine. Again, as Quincy stated, Mr. White, it's a dependent on your this is more processor intensive. It will use your GPU, but the processor is where a lot of what the game is doing, where it's calculated and so forth. All right, make sure we got everything set up. I mean, I have a 12700K on my other one out in Barstow, and I don't have any heating. I got just a simple Corsair, water cooler on it, an all-in-one. Those heating issues are only going to be affected, I believe, if you're really pushing it. If you have an i7, I don't see any issues. If you have a 2080 and an i7, there's no reason this game won't react just like I'm doing here. All right, what are we doing first? We have to figure out now. Let's go into ATH. We go flying in the air. We bring up the map. My other machine here. Get to the LAJ area. H13. You see here. H13. Okay, I got my map up. Go to, we gotta find ACT. Oh, there's Taco Bell here. We can go to Taco Bell if we have TOB. I don't know if we can pick anything up. See, I'm looking for ACT. That's C yard. I'm in A and B yard, so that's next page. All right. So this is B yard here. Looking for A. Apparently it's not. Oh yeah, it's way back there. It's Ace Cook Kitchenware. The first one that I have back in A yard. I got to do a little bit of switching. ATH is going to be over here, in between actually, somewhere down there. And then I'm just trying to do a little plan here. BLW. It's Brad's lager warehouse, so it's booze. Be over here. I think that's coming off of this one. Back here. All right, well, we're on the back. Maybe we need to be in the front. What we got for pet? Yep, pie. Where's pet? I don't see pet. EWC. Looks like maybe these are in a different Oh, there's PWC and BLW. Wall. All right, so I'm on the wrong side to be able to deliver these. Of course, why wouldn't I be? So let's disconnect here. Close, disconnect. I don't know how there's too much stress for us. It's not like I did anything to pull it away. There we go. One's the lead. One. Oh, I see. I was backwards. Holy cow, 20 miles an hour in the yard. Okay, so we'll get on the other side of that. I believe I can get on the other side from up here. Go look real quick. Throw that, and then we're going to come get it from this side. And I guess we'll just deliver what we can while we can. So the trains, okay, so the trains come in. Get to a spot here. So the trains, they're randomly spawned. And then they go to a, so whether it's UP, it goes to West Colton to get sorted out somewhat. If it's BNSF, it goes to Barstow and gets sorted out. Some random spawn trains have a lot of industry, you know, for a specific area in it, and other ones would be just completely random. That in itself is random, what kind of train gets spawned. And they get spawned and they go in a couple spawn points and they head towards one of the sorting facilities. The sorting facility is where they run it through the hump yard, the bowl, and separate it into locals. So for the example of where I am now, I don't know it off the top of my head. I've only worked LAJ one other time. I am the yard master. This is one of my yards for here, but I haven't worked it. I spent more time in Malabar, which is down the street, and LAC, which is across the river here, than I have this one. So I'm kind of learning this one more. So this is called YVRN 3351 is the local name. And then the three characters at the end is the name of the industry for that specific car. We have card numbers here. Each car has its own individual numbers, serial number if you will, and then the local. So those cars come in somewhat sorted in most cases. They get sorted in, for example, this is BNSF, so they'll get sorted in Barstow. And then they will move those out of the hump bowl onto outbound tracks. They build the locals from there, or the outbound trains from there. And in most cases, they just build an entire local and ship it out to the closest yard for that local, or where that local's serviced out of. So this one particular came in on a train that was all destined for LAJ, and it was driven by a human. So sometimes we have AI drive them if they can, or to a yard close if they automated dispatchers know how to get it to that yard, and we can send it to those yards. There's not very many of them, or we send them and watch for them, and then we'll stop them and take them over and drive them directly into the yard. Or humans will drive them from Barstow all the way down here, and they may need to stop overnight on the way because it's quite a long trip. It's about 5 hours from Barstow to here, maybe 6. depending on how much train traffic is on en route and how many red lights they get. And so when it finally arrives here, if somebody's available, they'll line up the switches for them, while the driver will pull it through and they'll drop it off. And then whoever wants to work the locals then has the opportunity to come break it apart. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm working the local. And they're not in a specific order already to drop them off. That is called flat switching, where that would be up to you, because we just don't have the manpower to do it in all these other yards, to switch them there and then send them all the way that you want to drop them off. So this one is sorted for the local, but it's unsorted beyond that. So I'm just going to have to go through and pick them out and put them in these other tracks to put them in some sort of order. So it's still a puzzle, that's the fun of it. I want these cars, and I want to put some of those over here, some of those in the next one, without blocking myself in. Painting the floor in a house, you don't want to paint yourself into a corner. So the first one here is for PET, and looking at the map that I have of the industry layout, listed down below in the comments, the link for the map off the depot server. I'm on page 14 if you want to follow along. It doesn't look like PET is on page 14, I think. And I went up to page 13 real quick to see, is that C yard. I don't see it over there either, where Taco Bell is. So PET is not over here that I see. It could be off of the other end of Riddle, so page D, which would be page 3, and I think it is. But I already have stuff over there I'd have to move out of the way first. So I will just move that aside. You sort according to where you want to go. You have to work what's easiest for you. Page 10 is F. So that's why I'm trying to learn this, because it's a little confusing how all this stuff is intertwined with each other here at LAC. I'm literally looking for this one that I'm attached to, which is PET. I don't see it, but it can stay there. I can leave it there. I don't have to worry about it until I find it. What's up, Takeda? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's going well. I literally don't see PET on the map, but I'll find it eventually. Busy. Yeah, I hear you. You're missed. Stuff's getting done slowly without you, but it'd be faster with you. But life comes first. So I have ACK here and ATH. I'm gonna try to figure out where those are going first. Are they off of B yard? If they are, then that's fine. Oh, Barstow and West Colton get messy real quick. Yep. So ATH is right off of B yard, and it's the other one, ACH or ACK. So ACK is off A yard. So I'm going to leave the A yard stuff, which is the yard right over here. I have more here too that I have to work with. You see some ATHs. So ACK, like right here somewhere. Oh, I got my my super speed on. I think that's ACK right here. Nope. Oh, there it is. See it back here. So ACK is going in this one off of B yard. So we're going to leave that right where it's at, and we're going to focus on the other ones that are here off of B yard. That's just how we're going to approach this. See what I got here. ATH. ATH is definitely Here it's right back there, or off that one. So let's set a handbrake on this guy. And this, by the way, is what helps you with when you actually do go multiplayer, you know, instead of just trying to learn it all in single player. Other people have been doing this, and they are a good resource to be able to help you. Quincy, Takeda, they're all guys from here as well. You know, if you're like, hey, I don't understand where this goes, they're like, oh, just, you know, here's how you look at it. This is where it could be. And it definitely helps when somebody else is there that can help with some of those questions. So that's why the learning curve can be quicker on multiplayer than when you're trying to do it by yourself. I had the handbrakes on for all these, so I just turned them all off. This guy's handbrake now, so it ain't going anywhere. So we're gonna call. Yeah, I got that switch good, so I can go all the way up there. I'm gonna make another row of cars here. I'm doing flat switching now. Set this, and I'll even set this one. So I can back in and shove cars back there in those. First, let's get these down the track a little bit. At 1,200 feet of train here. So the cars ATH, I'm looking to dump first. And then FCS is right back there, so I could dump that on like this track. Well, there's another FCS. All right, EXR, CKS. I'm just looking at all these as they're going by. So CKS is going to go on that first track. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, railroading is a foreign language. And if you get it, really all you got to worry about is like learning in single player, just kind of learning how to move your train forward and backwards, throw switches, hook up the air to the cars. Once you've done that, then that's pretty much when you would go into multiplayer and like learn all this other stuff. But you would also, the base game is just a sandbox, so you'd have to install configs, and places like the depot are also another, pretty much all of us who have servers run off their configs because they've done all that legwork. Actually, CKS and FCS are all in the same area, so I'm just going to dump those off here. ATH are coming off. I'm going to peel those off here in a second. But this, you know, moving my character around like this, these are the things that, that's all you need to practice. Making the train move, making the train stop, more importantly, and moving your person around to be able to throw switches. That's the basics of the game. And once you got those, you're ready to progress. Come learn on a server. All right, I'm gonna throw this switch. ATH, let's see, BLW, is that a industry that's off of B-Yard? Yes. BLW, BSF. I don't see BSF. BSF, are you there? Off B-Yard. Page 14 again, down below, there's a link for a PDF. Okay, that's off A-Yard, BSF. So I'm gonna make a cut here. Open coupler. I can't because there's too much force on it. So let me take off some of the pressure. My gnome back. So I'm going to open the coupler here, take off the handbrake, make sure the coupler's still open on both ends. It's easier for me. Coming back. We're just going to kick these cars. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun, especially like puzzle. Learning the puzzles is a great part, but using your keys to learn how to move everything is a little bit of a challenge, but it's not, you can't figure out in about a week of muscle memory, just constantly moving trains and back and forth. All right, let's kick these off. And we'll see BSF and CBA are going to be next. I'm going to throw the handbrakes on this so they stop. This is not things that you can do in normal like train sim world, though. That's what we love about it, that this is more realistic. This is going to A yard. So let's pull forward. Go to A yard, and then I have at the very top of the screen, you can kind of see I have all the information there, which you can change to different things. But I'm looking at the train reverser, how fast I'm going, and all the brake information and coupler tension on it, as well as the grade that I'm dealing with, how much uphill or downhill I'm going. So that's what I prefer to see up there, but you can change it to other things, how big your train is and how heavy it is and all that stuff, where you're at in the world and the track speed. Those are all changed in the keyboard commands or in the rail driver itself, which is a joystick for train driving if you don't already know that. Like if you play Flight Simulator, you'd have a flight yoke. This is a flight yoke for trains. All right, CBA. Okay, so CBA is in off of the yard that I'm currently working. So, oh really? I keep putting too much pressure on these when I'm not stopping smoothly enough to keep the pressure off. So we just have to put the handbrake on it. Get up some speed here. That should be good. So on the independent brake of the locomotive engine. Got to come forward just a little bit more. Without breaking a knuckle or a coupler. All right, come off the power. Let's go back. So far, so good. We're just flat switching these into the separate yards right now that we have. We have 3 yards here in LAJ. We didn't look to see though what we have. So a CBA, DKS is going there. We have EXR. Yeah, EXR is off of B. FCS is also going to be off of B. DMI. DMI is at the end of B. Yeah, there's plenty of people willing to help you out. We all kind of work together. That's the whole point of playing online, is that it's not single player in that sense. Everybody's there to help you. You got people that ride on the back of your train, tell you how far you got to go to. You got to stop so you can just concentrate on the engine, and you let them do conducting. A PWC, these tankers here, PWC, I don't see that. Doesn't look like that's going to be here off of the E yard. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Everything else, potentially, WAL. WAL's there, and PET was the only other one that I could not find. So we'll just keep that on the engine for now. Okay, so we're going to back up. We're going to grab our other cars here, and we're just going to start delivering in whatever order we have them in. Gonna be a couple ones that are weird, but we can always get that later. Come back. But we're gonna pull forward after that and head down the first one. If there's anything down here, which won't necessarily help me because I have to push it from a different direction. So that's DGC. That's the only industry there. We don't have any of those in this cut. All right. Gonna leave the hoses disconnected. Go forward. See how far. Oh, still got a couple cars to go. And then of course, if you want to, you could sit in here and play inside of this, but then I don't have a conductor, so my parking brakes are on there on some of the cars. Open our doors. As we get the cars clear of that switch, we'll be able to back up. Back there, see where we're at. Almost. Shoot. Half a car to go. Of course, this one is ATH, which is going to be back off that one. So this is a puzzle piece. We could spend time putting them together out here on these tracks so that we can easily go in there and deliver them one after the other. All really how you want to approach it. I'll just take them in and dump them off this time. Make sure my switches are lined up coming back. Alright, so throw this switch here. Comes with switches, what I like to do is look down the track. You can see how I don't know if my mouse is showing up. Yeah, it is. So you have the track here that the wheels are going to be on right here, and then you can see how it's going to follow that because there's a space on this side, so it's going to kind of go like that. So that's how I look at those. You can try to go by these, but they don't always make sense. Usually if you see that, means you're going to be changing direction, but sometimes it doesn't always seem to work out that way. So we're going to ATH down here. So we're going straight through here. Straight. Crossing. Straight through there. ATH is all the way back there, right? Once we get through those switches, my bell's still on. And this one has me turning, but I want to go straight back. Throw that switch. That one's good. ATH is this guy over here. Oh, either we got 2 tracks for ATH. We'll put it off to the side though. I'll go to the back of the train. We'll just drive it back in there. Go hang on the back of the car itself by pressing E on the keyboard. Q will get us off, E will put us on. And then I'm pushing these to make the industry names disappear so they're not in the way. ATH is on the other side too? According to, I see ACK. That ACK over there? Oh, that's ATH. Like a dead ends there, but not on according to the map. Interesting. A little bit of speed up. So this stuff takes forever. If you're looking for something to waste your time on, this will do it. Got a crossing coming up. Go out here and look for any cars that might be coming, even though I don't care because they won't stop. Alright, now we'll jump on the back and park her where she needs to go. ETH is right here. Yeah, you're done with SnowRunner now? We played it all day. What did you expect? You should move on to this. This isn't as punishing. The same amount of time that it takes to do anything on SnowRunner takes the same amount of time to do it here. You know what? Okay. Just park it right up here in a second. All right. Start slowing her down here. 3 miles an hour. Good right there. Handbrake it, tie her down. I didn't do it again. Jeez. All right, come on back. Sit. Okay, I put brakes on. Still good. Now we're coming forward just slightly. That's a little too big for that screen. Too small. So it's weird, a chat box from the other one. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Let me grab the properties that you're gonna see the screen flicker here real quick. wonder if I can see. Copy. Go here. Delete this one. And paste it. There we go. Then it's the same. Should react the same. I don't know why they should have taken everything from it. Oh, look at how that's weird. All right, try this again. Let me look at properties, which has to take up like 300 screens for whatever reason. That's going across to 4K and a 1440 monitor. That's how long that one window was. This one window right there. So now the chat should be fixed. So it shows up on this screen. I noticed last week it wasn't showing up. All right. So we left off with this guy here. What's the next one? ATH. That's around the corner though. So we're not going to do that one now. Wait. Oh, this is ATH. We got 3 of them here. And they're still there, but let's back those back up. I didn't realize there were 3 of them. So we will open this now. I think I got more coming in, so we'll push them back when we do that. I have my reverser in reverse, but I hadn't shut down the throttle all the way yet. So BLW is our next one. BLW is kind of back where we came from, so let's see what this is. If there's anything over here. This is also ATH. Okay. But the whole back corner is ATH. This is PWC, so let's stop the train. Let's see if we got any PWCs on here that we can shove in. A little bit more forward. I don't know why you're here. That's how can I do it on there? You must think people come here to watch this stuff. Actually, Eric's a moderator on here, isn't he? No. See if I can get rid of him. Have to go from here. And see. Want to try it? I just report them. You can, yeah, you got it. Sweet, thank you. I don't know how it's showing all that chat. That is interesting because it doesn't do it on the front one. It actually disappears. Maybe I did something. I don't know. PWC. Set all that stuff up like during my Twitch stuff and then try to move it over here. Here's PWC here, so I don't think we have room. Yeah, we do. All right, let's come down back. Well, no, we got to go forward first. We got to clear that switch right here. Okay, once again, go forward without breaking couplers. That's BLW. I was trying to do it from the from OBS and it didn't let me do it, so I had to open the YouTube web browser to try to do that. It's funny, the bot's like, I go to Keymailer and like, oh, you don't have enough views. You know, every time you do a video, you get 200 views. That's not enough. but so we can't give you keys for video games. But the bots are like, oh, porn. We'll get. He has one person watching. We got to let them know. All right. Well, enjoy your dinner. Thanks for stopping by. And it'll be on YouTube. I have a couple other ones on there as well on YouTube. A couple hundred. If you guys hear that, watch me the train stuff on YouTube. On Wednesday nights, I also do a stream. I was doing baseball for like 7 months. Baseball game where I play and commentate at the same time. But we finished that season, so now we're playing Mafia 2. But we don't play the game like it's supposed to be played. We do the parts we have to do, but I like playing it a little different. So that's Wednesday at 5 p.m. West Coast and 8 p.m. East Coast. Twitch.tv/Kung Fu Beer. So these are FCS. Those are up a little bit. Here's Soprano. Quite a compliment, though. Tony Soprano. All right, we got that one. Let's go ahead and disconnect air hoses. Pull forward. Yeah, this train stuff's pretty mellow. This is what, you watch at night when you go to sleep. The reruns. There's stuff you watch and you need a good laugh. Really not a whole lot of laughing here except when we derail. But we're going to kick these guys back. Which is on the other side of the cars, so we have to wait till it passes. Slam! Nope. Don't roll past. All right. Another thing, Dovetail Games, you can't just barely pass the switch. You got to go past it for a mile before you can, I don't want that closed, before you can stop and reverse. Too much stress force. Pressing. Put a little pressure on the coupler here. Okay, and then we'll pop up off the brake. Oh. So we were still moving. Why did it stop? Now we can shove it. Not a whole lot of room to run though. So we'll need to be quick. Look at that, we're going to slam into the thing on the back. That should work right there. That will be perfect. Yeah, Mafia is a good one. I liked one better. For the Arugas. FCS. Oh, that's our cars back here. Okay, so we're backing up to pick these guys. We already wasted an hour here. We've been live for an hour. Actually, hour and 10 if you count the countdown, but I've been talking to you for an hour. Who fell asleep? Wall, I gotta look at the... Slow down a bit. Menu's up, you lose control of the train. So this is the map that I'm looking at here. I was saying this is page 14. You see B yard is where we're at. And these are all the industries that come off B yard. And we got a few that come off A yard. So guys in the back are FCS. FCS is just outside. Let's see if there's anything else down here. I got DSW, Pet Wall, PBF. All right, so I don't even know where PBF is. Oh, it's a next siding over. PBF, GMI is, oh, GMI, this GMI is down here. Problem is it's not. According to the map, probably right here. That's PBF. And that's not where it shows it on the map either. So EAP, okay, so that's kind of in a different spot than where it should be. FCS is that way. We have anything over here? Just a Z. Okay. So we are going to find, oh, so here's EAP, DLW, EAP. Thought we had an EAP on here. DMI, FCS, EXR, DLW. DLW is going to be on that one spur, but I don't know where it is, where it says it is on the map. So it says it's right here on the map. So this is A yard, B yard where we're working. We came off this right here, and it says there's another one here, but it's actually like underneath. I don't know where this guy is. Gotta be like over here. That's UP stuff. This is me. ERP. That's UP stuff. No, that's me. Is that me stuff or UP stuff? Again, learning LA, so not totally familiar with it. All right, see, oh, okay, so ATH is also over here. So I do have ATH there. Here's EAP, PBF. Okay, so that comes off these guys. PBF. So these guys are they're basically backwards. Somebody made a map though. So we're looking next. ELW. So it looks like we're going to be pulling forward, but we got to find it first before we decide to go there. Oh, right there on the way out. Sweet. Okay. Here we come. The one we have in the back, right? Yep. A lot of running back and forth. Hey, there's a forklift guy waiting for us. Clorox here. Oh, I'm in the fence. So we got BLW right here on the, so triple S on the left, EAP in the middle, and BLW on the right. I don't know if I have EAP cards in this cut, because that's going to block all the way back. That's It's a weird place to put an industry. But we will dump off the BLW. Wait till BLW passes, the last car passes this. And a little dynamic brake. I'm looking at cars that's going by. So FCS supposed to be just outside. EXR is another one that it says is all the way down at the end, but we already checked that. Because there's a spur that comes off of where the ATH is, but I think it's on the other side. I'll have to go visit it from the other side. So that's CBA. This one's so we got two BLWs. Too much because I was watching the cars. All right, I didn't give it any gas. Got to get past this switch, which I hadn't yet. Keep her going, keep her going, keep her going. That'll do right there. Now we're going to disconnected. Reconnected. In reverse, notch 2. Again, not a lot of room to kick, so we have to watch it here. Pins open. 5 miles an hour. No grade, so what's good? Stop short of the level crossing here. The industry starts right there in the middle of that further car, so let's just get it past that. Throw handbrakes on it. Now it's within the industry. We'll let it go back a little bit further. It's not going very fast now, so just handbrakes itself will stop it. Move along. Now we're looking for CBA is the next one. CBA is in that middle one section over from us. And that one that's in the wrong spot. However, we have FCSs here, so we squeeze those in. GMI wasn't here. GMI's further away. But we need to find the FCS. Comes off of this somewhere. I think this is right here somewhere. There it is, back there. But we'll go ahead and... That's backwards. We want to go forward. The reefers are pretty loud. All right, let's check our switches, make sure we are good. We are good. Once we get past that switch here, we'll go ahead and spin her around. Back her up. EXR, CKS, CKS, just past the FCS, EBA, on that next row as well, so we'll be sending that where it needs to go, it looks like. These switches are tricky. Alright. Actually, we'll walk. Can't fly in the air and throw switches, which is kind of irritating as well. On servers. You can in single player. So we're going to go this way. You just see the layout here. We're going to want to go on that one anyways. But we got to kick the other ones off of us. We can get to the DKS and FCS back there. We're going to verify that the switch right now is set against us, so we'll be going down the middle track instead of the one that we want here. We can find the trigger point. Now we're lined up for it. On back. DBA, CKS is going to be down a bit. We want to get to those FCSs. Notch 1, notch 2. I tightened up my rail driver the other day. Following a video, they had me put a bread clip. Things that you have a plastic bread holder, or where the bread, when you purchase it, it's in a plastic bag. And then you spin it, you put that little plastic clip on it. I put one of those in the bottom of the throttle. There's a lever that goes into a capacitor. So it had me do that and then put some paper, like thinly cut strips of paper in there to take up some of the slack. And I have to say, except for the going to notch 1, it wants to go straight to 2 sometimes, but it's not switching back and forth like it was before. So that is most excellent. I remember, I'll put a link to that video here in this one after the stream's over, but when it's on YouTube by itself as a video, you guys can find that information if you need to. We're gonna kick. We want the FCSs there, go back there. Might as well line that switch up now. Slow the train down so we don't get going too fast. Basically just want to kick all these that aren't FCS off. That would be this one here, the reefers. What we want to do is clear the switch. So let me get a little bit of speed here. That's good right there. Kick off. And as soon as they clear that switch, I could throw that and throw the brakes on those guys. You see a CKS, but we'll deal with that in a minute. All right. Wonder why the parking brake didn't stand. Where 2 people definitely comes into play, because one person could be setting the brakes on that while I'm dealing with the train. we'll push these into here and move on to the next one. We're almost done. I mean, it has taken some time, but we've got 3 of these. So let's disconnect. Open coupler. Slam on the brakes. Let it roll in. Hopefully it fits all 3. Looks like it should. And I bled the brakes. That's why these are rolling so easy. There's no air in them. All right, brakes are on. Now, like GMI is going to be down here as well. This car is CBA. I think CBA is right there. But we're just past the switch for it, so we'll have to grab it, pull it forward. No problem. Oh, there's CBAs on here. Nope. And this is basically all it is, Working Industries. You can drive a road train from point A to point B. You can work the yards and deliver to industries, pick up from industries. All the things that we have fun doing. Trying to solve the puzzle. CBA will be that first one, so we'll pull the brake lines off of it. Actually, pull the brake lines off everything. We don't need them because we're not running air. I don't want to close that, but I don't want to close the angle cocks or open the coupler yet because I need to pull it forward. So this was totally unsorted, but it was manageable. We could have used a couple more of those tracks there in the yard if we needed to put them in a better order, but we would have spent just as much time doing that as we did already. And they weren't really that bad out of order, so thank you again, Chris Barstow, Yardmaster, for getting these to us in a pretty good order. I got brakes on somewhere on these guys probably. So we'll get a running start here. Got to pass that switch. Go a little bit further so we can shove it back where it needs to go. So that one. Gotta get closer sometimes. I'm gonna reverse and give her some speed. Guess I hit the throttle lever. See if we can get stopped before the switch. Nope. Somebody toning out dispatch. So the handbrake on there. PBA's home. And what are we dealing with next? CKS. I don't even know where CKS is. Oh, it's out over there. So let's stop here, see what else we got. We could push that back just a little bit somewhere, and then CKS is going right there in front of me. Switch over to the view where I can see what else we have back here. So we have EAP, HMM, PBF. All right, and our cars. Are listed as PBF is here. DMI. That's not going to be here. EXR is not here either. EXR has got to be over here somewhere. Looking for it. There's WAL. Oh, there's EXR way over there. I don't know how we get there. All the tracks. Oh, okay. We're going down this way. DSW, DCS, EDA. So we're looking for EKS. Okay. Going forward then. I didn't see anything else down here anyways. PBF's down here, right? Oh, yeah, all the way down the end. And PBF is the third one in. So here's what we're gonna do. Solve that puzzle. Put this here. We are going to just pull forward to the switch. We'll just kick him past the switch and then back up and get that one PBF off. All right, we got too much stress for us to kick that off right now. Not now. Ah, hit it too hard there. So we just want to kick this off past the switch here and then continue backwards. Put some handbrakes on there. Pick those up in a minute. PBF's going all the way down to the end. It's already lined up for us. All this flying and backward stuff. trying to get on the handle. There we go. Nope, don't want to go in this one. EAP. I realize I'm kicking them over crossings, by the way, but video game. Traffic doesn't actually interact with the cars anyways. They run through them all the time. All right, PBF's home. They don't have any EAPs, right? Not in this cut. Wall and pet, but we're almost done. Got what, 12 cars or something, 15. Now CKS, I'll be right here. Kick that in. There's a switch. We're going to kick this one back in, and then hopefully we can stop it before the switch. Seven. Lower down, see if we can get it slowed down. 10. Break loose already? Oh, the coupler. Coupler popped. Reconnected itself. All right. Oh, I had it. Damn it. Why does it keep doing that? You punk. Try to release it, but it wouldn't release. I mean, that's right at the switch. Right at the switch. Hopefully this one has enough juice to get back there. Good. Just watch this one go back. in the industry now, so we'll let it go back a little bit further and then throw a parking brake on it. What do we got here? This guy is going to be EXR. We have EXR back here. Around the corner. Yeah, all the way around the corner. Those check switches all the way back. They're all green through here. All lined up. Perfect. This one we want. Go around the corner. We want that one to go straight down the ground. EXR is EXR and Pi are straight ahead. Let's see, what is this one? This one's the EXR, okay. Just come around the corner here. And so I think by the time we're said and done here, it'll be about an hour and a half of switching. And we did a dozen or maybe a little bit more, 15 cars. These are these other ATHs and GMIs around the corner as well. This is what time we normally go live for Simulator Sundays, but as I mentioned, the Cowboys are coming on in about 20 minutes. So that is why I went earlier than normal. But most of you that watch this don't watch it live. You end up watching it just after I've gone live or later. And thank you so much for watching them, by the way. If you ever have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment below. I may take a day or two to see that I have comments. I don't look at the YouTube comments daily. Usually spend time doing this stuff. Grab this one here. We can open it. Was going to kick it. And just shove it in there a little bit. There we go. That one's in, and here we got the next one is got PET and wall. That's PIE, not PTE. I saw a wall on the way out of here. See if we can find wall. Wall's right there. I bet you that other one. Arco, what's up, man? You getting a nap to my stream? Gotta be careful. Eric's gonna use his moderating powers to ban you. All right, Arco, type something now. Yeah, if he bans you, he'll have to figure out how to unban you, because I don't know how to unban you. I do on Twitch. Probably got the volume off again, don't you? No, I know you didn't ban him. Hey, what's up, Daryl? Glad to have you here. We're just finishing up some industry work here at LAJ, BNSF LAJ in Los Angeles. Oh, GMI. Shoot. Where was GMI at? Way over there. Means we got to go out and around. Okay. Before we do that, we can drop off WAL here. So let's release that. Yeah, now tell them to ban you. Now it's like Russia versus the U.S. nuclear style. Let's see. Open. Go ahead and release the pressure off of this coupler. Yeah, Arco, I went on a little bit earlier. Sorry about that. Can't hear me. Cowboys are coming on here in a bit, and I want to watch the game. So, but I still want to do Simulator Sunday. We got done. I set my yoke up again and did all the 1,000 downloads for Flight Sim, and then went to go set up the plane just to do a practice flight, 737, PMDG 737, 800. And I was having, well, issues. I couldn't flick any of the switches, set anything up. Nothing. The mouse clicking wasn't doing anything. I've had that happen before. I think I just needed a good reboot, and then I was already frustrated. Having spent like 2 hours downloading updates and everything, that I just didn't bother continuing. That was Friday or yesterday. Don't remember. Yeah, the bar for mods has been lowered dramatically. Eric's a professional mod. He's been modding mods for big streamers all the time. Arco, well, he's a mod in under, what do you call it? Under instruction. He's like, I don't know, I don't mod. Like, I don't, screwdriver, hammer, what does that mean? Don't learn. All right, that should be hopefully in the industry, and barely. I hit the brakes a little soon, but touching the red dot there, it's underneath the car, so therefore it will do what we want it to. All right, let's come on back. Yeah. Now that Eric's a mod, that means my streams aren't going to last much longer. Everybody he mods for ends up stopping or slowing dramatically down. That's okay. We'll go down together. I have Arco though too. So Arco's a mod now, and NM, you and Arco should be able to handle the millions of people that come here to fall asleep. That's the thing, you did it for big streamers before. Now you know. Lightweight. Professional. Although I play good music, I think. The same stuff week after week because I've already spent hours trying to just get that music in there. But YouTube doesn't, I'm not monetized. I don't have enough viewers, enough average viewers. I have the subscribers, but not the average viewers to be monetized. 4,000 watch hours you need within 1 year. And I'm close, but not there yet. Well, yeah, but if you ban everybody, then nobody will be able to take naps. Now you know what you're doing on Sundays, Arco. Be here modding. Keeping Eric in check. I know. I don't know where he's at. He must be already taking a nap. Or he had to rerun his race a couple times, I guess he said yesterday when we were watching UFC. I can set this switch. So now all we gotta do is get the GM. GMI? What does this say? GMI. It's somewhere around the corners. See if we can fly to see how to get there. The train in reverse in the interim. And the music a lot louder in my ears too, by the way. I haven't figured out how to make me hear it the same level that you guys can hear it. Let's see. Let's go there. How the hell do you get the GMI? Down here. Okay, now we gotta go find it. So it's off this track. Gonna need set our switches backwards. Is that GMI or GML? That would suck. I know there was a switch up there that was set against me, but I was going over it, so I hope it doesn't hurt when it derails up there like this one. Come on, got time for that. Wait, didn't we just leave here? Yes. You didn't go back far enough. Oh, our mistake. Go back forward. We got back. Oh, yep. That's gonna hurt. Did I get the switch? I did. It was the one behind us that I didn't. Okay, cool. Let's go right back where it came from. I don't know where his pet's going, but we're going to throw it with another car. I didn't mean to go 20. Cowboys coming on, so things are going to have to be just a little bit faster, more hasty. Probably don't need the dynamics with 2 cars that are bled out on it. 2 empties or... How'd you guys get screwed in the last race? Well, Arco didn't see it. I've been getting screwed all season. A little too fast again. I was one of those lap cars, wasn't I? Damn it. Trying to keep up here. Did those lap cars help you stay? Oh no, they put you out at first, didn't they? I watched it yesterday or Friday. I think I watched it yesterday. Could have been Friday. I don't know how I'm doing so poor this season. I was in second place last season. We're talking about the More Freedom Racing again on NM Gaming on YouTube. Twitch, it's NM2588. For me. Oh, come on. It was just unlocked. Come on. Still robbed. That's going pretty. All we gotta do is get it over here. Come on, go home. Within the industry now. And if we have other cars that are coming here, you can always shove this back a little bit. I'll let it go just a little bit more. Throw on the handbrake. And then we just gotta get rid of this guy here. That's all she wrote. That's one whole cut of cars. Switched at the industry. That took almost 2 hours. Slightly under. Of course, the replay will be there on YouTube if you want to go back and watch any of it that you missed, because it's so exciting and we didn't derail anything tonight. But that's going to do it here on Simulator Sunday, as the Cowboys are coming on right now, so we're going to go watch Sunday Night Football. I do want to thank you all for showing up again. I do love putting out this kind of content for you guys. If you didn't make it live, you're not really missing anything except for the live, back and forth. You say things and I make jokes about it. Yeah. We'll be back on Wednesday on Twitch, 5 p.m. West Coast, 8 p.m. East Coast for some Mafia 2, which is always fun. Back here next Sunday for some more Simulator Sunday. Probably doing more train stuff, but always do some flight simulator or construction simulator. We have quite a few things. And hope you enjoy the horns. Thanks for watching, everybody. Guys, have a great week, and we will see you next week. You missed that damn horn. Have a good one. Thanks.